Uh-huh. First play on 20, ran back that punt return with Terry Cohen.
So his big play capability in full display there as he's able to return that punt for a touchdown.
Ooh.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The AFC offense set to take their next drive. Well, we can continue to talk Pro Bowl as we go along, but let's talk a little Super Bowl. Super Bowl 53, 1 week from today over in Atlanta, New England taking on the Rams. Time for your Super Bowl prediction, CD. What do you think?
Well, everyone thinks defense when they think the New England Patriots, but in the time that they've had their head coach and their quarterback, Tom Brady, guess what? They're the #1 offensive team in the NFL. And you know the Rams are high flyers as well. So that tells me that this Super Bowl, low scoring. It's going to be a total anomaly. I'm thinking somewhere in the neighborhood of 13-10 final score. Going totally opposite what it should be.
Wow, I'm going to completely disagree. I see high scoring, maybe 51-44, something like that. The two punters, so Johnny Hecker and Ron. Don't even show up to this one.
Johnny Hecker might throw a touchdown pass because you know the Rams like to fake it when he's on the field.
Terry Cohen again.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
No,
here comes Cohen.
Oh, man.
62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the NFC will take over first and 10. The NFC offense taking the field, being led in blue by the NFL's all-time passing leader. 12th Pro Bowl nomination for the great QB from New Orleans, Drew Brees.
And you and I both know that this is not easy.
I don't know if it was a passer.
It's fun to play football at any time, but you know he'd rather be preparing for the Super Bowl and still trying to get that missed call out of his head that may have prevented his Saints from getting there.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Oh, yeah. That's too easy.
Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 87 yards. And the NFC strikes quickly for 6. That's what we want right there, CD. It's a Pro Bowl. Give us some of these long touchdowns.
We want plays that cover a lot of ground. We want long-distance plays, whether long-distance runs, long-distance passes. It doesn't matter.
I'm doing really good. I'm playing on rookie and stuff. I'm not that good at this game. I start to have fun.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays.
Well, the NFC pressure a little too much as they get home for the sack. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Right next to me. She's so cute. She's so cute.
From the gun, it's Mahomes.
Throw it, bro. Throw that pick. Throw that pick.
This is Gordon on the dump off. No gain at all on the play there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
That's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning.
Could have sacked him.
All your guys to the football.
I was trying to give him a chance.
That's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
On the return is Cohen.
Oh, why did I spin? Rip.
Just a net of 34 there.
I got excited with the freaking circle.
Yards. And the NFC is going to have a short field as they take over 1st and 10. A 1st down carry for Barkley. Gets this inside the 35-yard line.
2 rushes, 103 yards.
New set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success
I'm
here this afternoon.
Touchdown.
And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Looking in zone for Jones. And that will be incomplete.
Almost. I waited too long. And I was throwing on the run.
Instead, it's 2nd down.
Counter alert. How do I do this?
From about the 32. Now Gurley. And an alley to run.
Oh!
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 to 6.
That was dope. I didn't think I was actually going to do it.
He does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they act.
Oh, I freaking threw that. I freaking threw that.
Got home that time.
That was dumb.
2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. On the draw, this is Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown NFC. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the NFC adds on to their lead. And always a good 1st half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
That's what I thought.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Mahomes now on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Well, let's have some fun while we have a minute here. Fantasy drafts are in full swing. I know I've got my family fantasy draft coming up, Charles. Who would be your top 3 picks? I know that you're a noted fantasy football expert, so who would you take?
Well, you've got to start with guys who are going to touch the football and put it in the end zone, right? You got to score points. I'm going to say Saquon Barkley with the Giants. You know he's going to run it. He's going to catch it. When they get desperate, they may actually have to return it as well. Alvin Kamara is an absolute matchup nightmare for everyone. And Christian McCaffrey, did he ever come off the field last year?
And he cannot get rid of it. The NFC getting in there for the sack. That sack by Khalil Mack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Right now, I'm just wondering where they turn on offense, Charles. I know we're not in the 4th quarter, but 2nd quarter haven't scored and struggling to move the ball.
I don't think they abandoned the run game totally, but maybe you change up your tempos. Maybe you go a little bit faster. Try and catch them back on their heels a little bit to try and accomplish what you want to get done.
2 time.
And there he goes again.
Too cold, even though I messed up.
For the touchdown. A 77-yard
punt
return.
And the guy was going to come at me, but then he gets caught on the blocker. Almost sold.
Well, if you're into cheesy movies, you would title this one A Half to Remember, wouldn't you? His 2nd return touchdown of the game.
What if I'm not into cheesy movies?
Well, go ahead and get into it, man, because I just did it, and you're going to green light that one. How about those returns? Maybe they ought to think about not kicking him.
Yeah, they might want to go away from him in the future.
What if I'm not into cheesy movies?
after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff.
Yeah.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense for the AFC set to go now. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
The NFC looking to rewrite a little history as they lead this 2019 Pro Bowl at the break. Now remember, they've lost both of the previous Pro Bowls played here in Orlando. But maybe, just maybe, this is the one to break the streak. A lot still to play for in the second half as we go back to Camping World Stadium and Brandon God.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive
outside.
just past the 30-yard line. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. The third quarter starts with a run by Gurley. And they get it down, but not
that was a bad run by me. Could have got a lot more yards if I wasn't down with my
11
move.
yards on that pickup.
But
Those are the
playing
type
a
of
rookie.
runs that we did
That's what I
not
do.
see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting in the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays, have them on the move on first down. To throw is Breeze. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
I think I waited too long.
Able to break that one up. Charles, this is the 2019 Pro Bowl. The AFC's won both games that have been played here in Orlando since they moved in here. Both have been competitive. 20-13 2 seasons ago, and last year in 2018 it was 24-23 the final.
Yeah, and 2 years ago, Travis Kelce, Lorenzo Alexander were the game MVPs, offense and defense respectively. And then last year, Delaney Walker of the Titans, their tight end, he won it on offense, and Von Miller of the Broncos.
Oh, crazy.
And he will score. Touchdown, NFC. A 22-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Great play, but admittedly, the tackling in the Pro Bowl, Charles, not always the best.
I would say that they're not quite as committed to getting a guy on the ground in the Pro Bowl as maybe during the regular season and, of course, in the playoffs. But still, heck of an individual effort there on that run.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. 5 plays there on that drive, and it's finished off by an NFC touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams sprint to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Well, the NFC pressure a little too much as they get home for the sack. Khalil Mack. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Oh, get destroyed.
And it's scooped up by the NFC. And he will carry this one. Touchdown NFC. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
Now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at his 4. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The AFC offense set to take their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here's Brent Kern now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well.
Let's go. 3 times, baby. 3 times. 3 times. It's like
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, it breaks another. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
I should have went up the middle from the beginning.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. Now is the time to start using those timeouts.
Keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. The 20. Oh, now he pulls him over.
Get in there.
Just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now they'll throw with Breeze.
Touchdown.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. And there was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
Nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Jeez.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's great to see the stars all out in one place, but in terms of football, what's really great to see is a very entertaining Pro Bowl as we are tied in the 4th quarter.
And how many of these guys thought going into this game,
they're getting so destroyed.
Easy week heading into
We've only given up 23 yards total.
Now, and someone has to make a play, which means someone will have a play made against them. And they'll have to live with that for the rest of the year.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Mahomes now to throw. And he gets it to his KC running mate. That's Tyreek Hill. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. For Patrick Mahomes, what a season he had. First as a full-time starter, and he goes over 5,000 yards, 50 touchdowns, and rewarded with his first Pro Bowl.
And think about if you're in Kansas City, the organization, the team, the city, How well are you set up for future years with that youngster as your quarterback? Not only are the guys on the team excited about it, think about free agents, thinking about where they might want to play. If you're a free agent receiver, you're thinking Kansas City.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard complete. Down. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Kyle Fuller there defensively. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. Now Mahomes.
Get cracked.
Over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. So, Charles, a victory for the NFC. Final thoughts on this Pro Bowl?
We had some fun, didn't we?
Absolutely.
A lot of excitement, some big plays to watch, a lot of those great matchups that we don't get to see.
I don't even know why I played that game, but I did.
Welcome to Madden NFL 20. Here you can try the all-new QB1 face of the franchise or enjoy classic Madden with Madden Ultimate Team franchise or a quick pickup game in exhibition.
Use preseason.
I'm going to put it to you simply. I want you to be our starting quarterback. And I'm talking from day one. If you work hard, you focus, and you commit, you're not only going to graduate here with a 4-year degree, we're going to win a national championship together.
Oh. Look this way, bro. Look this way. Sure. Okay. I get a normal nose? The heck? Per base.
guys that I'm even in this position right now. I want to take a moment to thank all the coaches who held me along the way. It's because of them that I have the opportunity to play at the next level.
Definitely number 2 so far.
Look, guys, I just want to thank my teammates, especially my O-line. Without them, this opportunity wouldn't be possible.
I want to take a moment to thank all the coaches who held me along the way. It's because of them that I have the opportunity.
Hey, don't forget to thank your mom. Never forget to thank your mom. Might tell me where you're going to be signing?
Actually, it's why I'm hiding in here.
Well, I know you'll make the right choice. And if you need any advice, I'm always here.
Okay, cool. Thanks, man.
Yeah, anytime. Actually, I've been meaning to run into you. Hello? Hello?
Okay.
Who's it gonna be? Okay.
Clemson, Florida, LSU, Miami, USC.
for this dude?
Doesn't that say something right there? What happened to that guy?
Coach, you want to see me?
Come in. I want you to be the first to know that Marcus Washington decommitted last night. And he's coming here.
What?
Damn.
That doesn't make any sense. You said I was going to be the starter.
He's the #1 recruit in the country, son. And there's no guarantees in college football. I'm sorry.
Damn.
I'm not going anywhere. Bring him in. I'll win the job. You'll see.
If you're the coach, how do you let 5-star talent waste away on the bench for this long?
No. Better question is, if you're a young 5-star recruit, why do you stay with a coach that doesn't play?
Because he's got something to prove. To who? To that coaching staff, man. I mean, the same group of guys who spent the last 4 years you're not good enough. He's got to prove it to those guys.
Yeah, take this.
All right, gentlemen. Like Coach and I always say, the second you step off this bus, you're on a business trip. We got a lot of work to do, so let's get to it.
Only.
Who do we want to play? Oklahoma, Florida State, Clemson. Frick, dude.
I'm here to play Oklahoma.
What?
The Sooners, yeah.
You?
The Sooners, yeah.
Okay. What's your name?
That's me.
That's you?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know who you are, but go ahead.
I'm the quarterback.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Excuse me. You're the quarterback, right?
Yeah.
Don't look so surprised. It's my job to know the roster. I'm Taylor Bennett. I'm working the sidelines tonight.
Okay, cool. Nice to meet you.
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Okay.
Okay, I'm just gonna record them.
Okay.
All right. So we all know your situation tonight, but we really don't know much about you as a quarterback. How would you describe your style of play?
I'm a scrambler, bro. One umbrella.
Oh, man. Hey, what's up, man? I like to keep the defense together. If there's a lane, I'll find it and go.
Okay. Now, how about your personality? Or better yet, how would your teammates describe you?
How my teammates describe me?
Yeah, were you intense, cutthroat, great leader, a jokester? Give me something.
You know what? I'm kind of a film junkie. I like to lead by example in that way, so people would joke that I was like a mini-me of the coach.
Okay.
Yo, Taylor. Hey, can I borrow it for a second?
Oh, yeah.
Wait, hold up. You're a Heisman voter, right? Hey, I'm coming for that award next year. Look out for me.
Oh, I will.
Okay.
All right, listen. You ready, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah. Because winning the national championship means everything to me. All right, I made a promise to my brother. And since I can't throw the ball to myself, we need to be on the same page, you feel me? Got you. Got you. All right.
Yeah. It's about to be dope. One of the Oregon Ducks, man. What number am I gonna be? I haven't even decided yet. Yeah. Oh. We're gonna run a few drills together. Just make sure you're ready for the end tonight, okay? Alright. Bruh. Pump fake. Okay. Still did it though. Oops.
Easiest pitch and catch. And you do that tonight, and we move on.
All right, I just talked to Coach. He insists on going with a simplified game plan for you tonight.
What?
What do you think?
Well, his thinking is we keep it simple, you don't get overwhelmed, and then we rely on the defense to do their part.
Wait, hold on. Is this a joke?
All right, look, Coach just wants to put him in the best position to succeed.
No, this ain't high school ball, man. All right, this is the semifinals. If we go out there and simplify, they're gonna destroy us. Come on, this is crazy, right? Right?
Agreed. Coach needs to wake up. I'm ready for this.
Forget about him, man.
Let's go, bro.
Listen, I don't care how much you played, you're a leader on this team. Leaders, sometimes they have to do what's right, even if they don't like it.
Got it, Coach. I got you.
Yeah?
I wanna pick my freaking like uniform off, Molly. Hello. Hello. Hi. You just chilling. best friend, my
Well, outside it's a rare Texas snowstorm, but we are indoors here at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. And tonight it's the first of our college football playoff semifinal matchups, as we'll see the Oklahoma Sooners taking on the Oregon Ducks.
5. Patrick Mahomes.
What's up, bro? Good luck tonight. Hey, man, don't listen to the critics. You got all the talent in the world. Just go out there and put on a show.
Thanks. He's alive.
All right, man. Hit me up when you get to the league.
Yeah.
For the right to play for a national championship next Monday night in Santa Clara, we are underway from Arlington in the national playoff semifinal. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10 for the Sooners. Here they run with Griffin, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Oklahoma, such a proud football tradition, seeking their 8th national title. They were winners 3 times way back in the 50s, back-to-back champs in the 70s, and then added titles in 85 and in the year 2000, but they haven't won it since.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fulton looking for his running back, and he's got him. Call it a gain of 5. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Fulton. Throw left side, complete. It's Edwards. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Running it with Gold. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They give the nod to Gold here. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Ain't that good at this game.
The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And that loss of yards there is not just on him. It's on the guys blocking for him. I mean, they're supposed to create some type of space or at least get a stalemate, end up letting them through.
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of its hands quicker.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now Fulton. And that is caught. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Kendrick Gold there to make the grab. And the Sooners have taken the early lead. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. And oh, it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. A big test ahead. His first collegiate snap coming right now as the Ducks have it 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. Legs still churning.
Like a giant pinball.
That dude's big.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
That's funny.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 2nd and 5. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
Oh my
He's
God.
At the 15. 6-0 our score after 1. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and our drive continues here to start quarter number 2. They'll run with
What was
Keller.
that?
And
What am I
despite the
doing?
fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him
bummed.
just inside the 15. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. To throw on 2nd down. Roy flushed out right. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Oregon. Isaiah Streets there to make the grab, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. But when we were setting up and going over our run-throughs early this afternoon, and I'm talking 6 hours before kickoff, we saw Isaiah Streets out there alone with just his young quarterback and center going through all sorts of different routes, making sure that they had everything ironed out, and it pays off there on the touchdown throw. Then he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Sooner offense back out, ready for their next possession.
Oh, man, hurts.
Throwing on 1st down. Fulton looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Mason. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Oklahoma now with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Fulton. To escape, and he goes down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Here's Fulton to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Yeah, 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
6 yards at the most. That's it.
Operating from the gun. Fulton going up top. He's got it at the 15.
Dang it.
And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there. 46 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. From the gun on 3rd down, Fulton. And this is going to be incomplete.
4th and 5, let's go. Imagine blocking this field goal right now.
The Sooners calling on their field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Let's go.
snarky. But that's a relative chip shot. I mean, you've got to be able to execute that one. I don't care what they design on the other side about trying to block the kick. That should be 3 points on the board.
Yeah, we've talked about it before. If you're out at 55, 60 yards, low trajectory from here, you get that thing up. This should be 3.
Yeah, there's nothing routine in football, but this one really almost should be. Snap, hold, kick, ball through the post. Didn't happen that way.
They'll get this to Streets on the crossing route. A very solid gain of 27. On first down, Roy being chased out left. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
My guy was slow.
It's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the...
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Oregon. Isaiah Streets with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ducks have furthered their advantage. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on first and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out is the Oklahoma offense ready for their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Fulton got his man complete over the middle. It's Kane, and he's got this down to the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On first and 10, Fulton. Oh, batted at the line.
He's
and
cold.
Intercepted.
All the way, baby.
Picked off around the 41, the 30, 10. And this will be a touchdown. Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You bring back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
Different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. Here's first and 10 for the Sooners.
Ball start, offense.
Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
Oh, man, I was trying to move my guy over. Leave me alone.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Well, they're just going to run it here up the middle, and he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. So halftime here in the first semifinal. All Oregon thus far.
Who's up? We up. Who's up? We up. Let's go.
Okay. Just checking in with you. How do you feel about the first half?
That's how we play. Let's go. We had a great first half. Keep doing what we're doing. We might win this thing.
There's a lot of we's in that sentence. It's a good thing to recognize your teammates. But you remember, you're leading the charge. Right? So get out there and let's put this thing away. Second half. Let's go.
Hey.
That's funny.
Coach. Really good job out there in the first half.
Yeah.
I should have trusted you more.
Uh-huh.
That's on me.
I'll let it go. Just cause.
I'm over it. All that matters is the win.
All right. Can you handle it if I open up the playbook a little bit in the second half?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's get up.
Thanks, Coach.
All right.
Yup, bro. Hold up.
My final matchup from Arlington. This will be taken in at the 1.
Go.
Marker down.
Face mask, bro.
Get it up past the 25.
Let's go.
Will it hold?
We have
Let's
50.
see.
We on the 50, bro. Let's go. What? 44? What are you talking about?
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask.
Oh, I guess I was
Any part
20.
of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
The duck.
Alright,
Maybe they would simplify the game plan.
Forget it.
Yeah, forget it is right. True that he doesn't have the game.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
That's alright.
I think that's an example of how the game speed is different than in practice, because in practice, you might not be going full speed. A lot of guys in shorts coming your way. So it's going to be a big key to see how he adjusts, to how the speed really picks up in this game.
Let's go.
There he goes, left side. And he's in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. The winner goes on. The loser goes home as we start the second half in this semifinal matchup from Arlington. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing, and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Fulton sets to pass it. Throw left side complete. That's Griffin. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up a third down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat. Complete, but really nice open field tackle.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage. We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know, the rhythm seems off.
Here.
Broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Throwing to start the drive. Roy. Quick slant caught by Streets. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
He continues to make plays, and he looks terrific out there right now. But what I really liked, the way he's controlled this huddle, playing with a lot of confidence, and that confidence has been transmitted to the rest of the team.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Goes back to Streets. This time he's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Ducks. Isaiah Streets, 26 yards. And the Ducks have furthered their advantage. You got to think this coaching staff has to be absolutely elated with the performance they've gotten from their quarterback. Now 4 touchdown passes, and we still have a quarter plus to play. Now after the touchdown, here's Oregon set to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Molly chilling.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 2nd down now. Gold. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd and long. Fulton. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On it's the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 23. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. Oregon ready to start their drive, and it certainly looks like they're going to be playing again next week for a national championship. They have dominated this semifinal. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Rolling to his left. And this is going to be caught.
Oh my gosh.
Touchdown, Ducks. Isaiah Streets.
I think they all just bounced off. Fell over like
continue to
and just took off out of it.
This is really something. For a guy that had 0 touchdown passes in 4 years, heck, 0 passes in 4 years, period, he's come through with 5 touchdown strikes in this semifinal. And there was a lot of talk about maybe them simplifying this offense. Well, forget that. He's done everything that Marcus Washington had done previously and then some. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Sooner offense back out, ready for their next possession. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up! Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
Oh.
To throw on 3rd down. Fulton. It's complete. It's good.
I heard.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. Oklahoma now with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Gold. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the...
I'm done, bro. I ain't gonna broadcast no more.